in fabulous Houston, Texas. Just arrived. Tony, I don't think the city of Houston's ready for us.
No way.
And here we are, folks. We're on our way to NXT Worlds Collide. We've gotten checked in. We've gotten all the supplies. The city of Houston has already had quite a bit of the two of us, but
Indeed.
There's only more to come. Imperium, Undisputed Era, they're pretty good. I could take them. Because bigger is better. Just come from NXT Worlds Collide. This has been a marvelous event, folks. I am your King of Extreme from the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast. My adoring public follows me everywhere I go. What can I say? This was an incredible event, but it is just getting started for the Royal Rumble tonight. Or tomorrow night, folks. I do apologize. As you can tell, I'm very excited. This was an incredible event. Falter did an amazing DIY and Mustache Mountain. It was a great show. Got me pumped for the Rumble. Can't wait to see it. Join us there, folks. And we are back. What an event, Tony. What an event.
Hell of a good show. Hell of a show.
We've had one heck of a day here at the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast. We are here in our hotel room in lovely Houston, Texas. I am still your champion. Because we had such a chaotic day, we just didn't have time to get a prediction video out to you. And so Tony was not humiliated at the NXT event this evening. But
yeah, that's how that would have gone.
yes.
Yeah.
But all that being said, it was quite a day. We started off in Nebraska where it was about 20 degrees. And we ended up in Texas where it's 65 degrees in the same day. It was a marvelous day.
Yeah, no complaints
our flight was delayed, so we were afraid we weren't going to be able to make a certain thing we were wanting to get done.
Only about 40-minute delay though, and the pilot hauled ass.
I have never seen a pilot haul ass to the port as fast as I've seen that guy. So all that being said, though, before we get into the review of our day, I wanted us to get into something special for you, Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast and KOE Nation. This is TX Blended Whiskey. I want you to get a nice, good, lovely look at it. TX Blended Whiskey. It's got the lovely little Christmas halo around it, and I thought it would be fitting to drink this while we're here in Houston, Texas. TX Blended Whiskey, in case you don't know, is only retail sold in the state of Texas. So while we're here, I figured why not?
When in Rome.
And also because it has a Christmas wreath, this was Mrs. G's Christmas present to you, sir. So it seems only appropriate.
It is.
So to christen this time in Texas, a lovely bottle, by the way, I figured we would give TX whiskey a little bit of a shot.
Let's do this.
To use a double entendre. But yeah, so Tony, the drive here went smooth. It was great. The flight here, other than the slight delay, it was good.
Problems,
It's the hurry up and wait in airline travel that everybody loves.
Yeah, we got into a couple of nice, severely overpriced drinks at the airport bar.
I was about to say, like, for what that guy was charging for 2 shots, you could get a whole bottle.
I say, yeah, I didn't think a bottle would have been cheaper.
Oh, this is gonna be good stuff.
All right.
So this is blended in Fort Worth, Texas. And I've got another bottle of similar product to show you here in a bit. But first things first.
We're going neat out of the gate. All right.
Neat out of the gate. I got some rocks, some ice right over there to put it on after we get our first impression, because this is a little celebration tea. So
Good
before
color.
we get into anything else,
Oh, that hits the nose nice.
yeah, very subtle.
Yeah. Oh, loving the smell. Oh, wow.
Well, you know what, Tate? We could get deep
Sweet.
into it. Yeah, it's sweet.
Syrupy, almost.
Yes. But you know what? I think let's let the tongue do the talking on this one, Tate.
Agreed.
Mmm. Mmm.
Oh, that is very sweet. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that's like
That's
like-
excellent.
that's like Canadian whiskey.
It
sweet.
is that. Yeah, that's like a. That's
It's
what I was getting at.
It's
a very
Canadian
sweet-
whiskey with a bit more bite to it. Like if
We
you,
literally couldn't be further from Canada, right?
yeah. Now
We're in Houston.
let me put it this way: if you want Canadian whiskey with some balls,
And you're in Texas.
TX whiskey is
Wow.
awful good. Like for 82 proof, 41 ABV.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is some good stuff.
Mm,
Yeah, I think we got us a nice little sipping whiskey while we're here in Texas.
absolutely. That's fantastic.
Yeah, this will be great.
Not a lot of complex flavoring here. It's just you get a nice whiskey flavor with a very, very delicate sweetness.
Yeah, there's a little bite, but it's. I mean, we've had like the last three whiskeys or the last two whiskeys we reviewed
Yeah.
were harsher.
Much.
So,
harsher. That
alright.
we're just becoming booze experts. Either way.
you know,
really.
I mean, aficionado is the term I prefer.
Wow.
So, Tony, because we do things on 3 scales, because we are here in Texas, screw you, we're in Texas. Because apparently there's quite a few Texas whiskeys.
There, yeah. Imagine that.
On a scale of 1 to 5 stars, Texas whiskey, brown spirits.
Ooh, wow. Ooh.
Texas whiskey, you gotta give it a 4 and a 4.5. Because
Okay,
it's
that's
an
fair.
amazing
Yeah,
whiskey.
for a Texas whiskey, that yeah,
We've
I'll go
had some.
4 and
like-
a quarter there.
yeah.
I'll round it right out for you.
There you go.
That's the sweetness is so good.
Yes. Now I can already see in the comments section some folks that are into some Texas whiskey. Like, you don't even know Texas. But no, this stuff, I'm going to go out on, yes, give it a shot. If you can get your hands on a bottle of it. And if you're in Texas and you live here in Texas, well, aren't you so lucky? In terms of whiskey,
I give it a good 3.5. I like it. I really
maybe
like
it's
it.
just because I'm so happy that I'm here in the Royal
Well, there's
Rumble.
that.
I'm giving it a 4
Wow.
in terms of whiskey. Now,
Wow.
brown spirits.
For brown spirits, I'll go 3. You got to go more subtle than there.
3.75.
Wow. Okay.
Dude, if
It
this
tastes
if
big.
this was commercially available in Nebraska, I would
I would
have this
buy it.
all the time.
Absolutely. I would have
Okay.
a bottle of this.
So-
on hand.
But when we got here, we were afraid we weren't going to be able to make a stop at one of Houston, Texas' most well-known spirits and wine distributors, Specs. But we were able to make the trip.
We made it.
We
Just enough time.
Yeah, barely enough time. We got everything we wanted to get done today right under the wire.
Yep.
So when we were there, we're gonna show you what our alcohol was for 2 reasons: A, because it's fun for us, and B, in case any of this gets lost or destroyed by TSA on the way back, we at least have documentation. Yes, we did in fact have it. So,
That's fair.
would you like to start, T?
Sure. I actually think you got one
Oh,
that I've been looking for a while.
oh,
Where is that bottle?
this is yours.
Yes.
Sorry. I don't know
This
if I
is
got
one
it.
I've been looking for a while. This is Breckenridge Bourbon Whiskey. Just the description alone. Whiskey with snowmelt water from the Rocky Mountains. I just couldn't pass something up. That sounds amazing. Just very excited to
Wanna
look
hand
into
me
that.
that rum, man?
Ah, yes. One that you've been looking
My
for
best
for a while.
John Candy impression there, by the way. Let's have some rum, man. Isn't that planes, trains, and automobiles? he offered, I think it was Steve Martin, some rum, and so he tried to do a really bad impression.
There
But
you have it.
Hampton Estates single Jamaican rum overproof. So this is 120 proof. This is just under the regulations that allow you to pack this in your luggage.
Just barely.
So this, I got some really good plans for when this gets back. But Hampton Estate, I've done a lot of research on. They do stuff in a very old school fashion. And this isn't a spiced rum. I don't buy spiced rums. If you want a spiced rum, buy rum and spice it. It's a strange concept, I know.
Okay.
I got some pretty cool cocktails we're gonna make when we get back. I'm actually gonna use this to make Romulan ale.
Okay. This was one that I was. I've had this on my list for probably a couple of years, as I've been keeping an eye out for, but it just doesn't get any more Irish than this. The Dubliner Irish whiskey. This isn't an overly priced one. In fact, I think it was $25. But with a name like the Dubliner Irish whiskey, it's something I've been looking forward to picking up for a while, and it looks terrific. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, hooray. Another thing I picked up while we were here, because why not? I've heard this, the TX Texas Straight Bourbon. I'm really looking forward to trying this. I've actually heard a lot more positive reviews of this bourbon than this whiskey, and this whiskey is fantastic.
So, yeah.
So, TX out of Fort Worth. You guys know what you're doing from everything I've gathered thus far. In fact, let's put you up front there, boys, because you're the stars of the show tonight. Oh, man, that one.
Yep, this one I've been looking forward to for a while.
When I read the label on that, I was like, yes, I like every single word I just read there.
This is Napagoo Castle 12-year single malt Irish whiskey. I am ecstatic for this one. Just color, bottle,
That's
everything.
going to be one that might turn me to the dark side of the force to Irish whiskeys, away from Scotch and Canadian whiskeys.
I've had that one recommended
That
for
one,
a while, so
I'm
very excited.
Yes. Now, granted, let's be frank, folks, nothing will ever turn me away from my beloved Canadian whiskeys and Scotch, but
I'll give it a shot.
yes. So, then, because you know how I love these little samplers, mostly because they're cheaper.
They are cheaper.
This is a Redbreast, a triple sampler.
I've seen Redbreast recommended a lot. I have never tried Redbreast.
This is 12-year Redbreast, the Stuya edition, sherry finish. And what was it that happened about 12 years ago that caused every spirit company to make a sherry finish, whatever? And then there's single pot still, 15-year aged in the finest oak casks.
That's going to be the best one, calling it now.
Well, yeah, I bought the whole thing to get my hands on this.
Yeah, that's going to be the one.
The 15, I bought all of this to get the 15. That was it. That's why I buy these, because they'll give you a little bit of the good stuff, and then it's a sample, which is great. It's perfect for what we do. And was that it for you, sir?
Yep, that was it.
I got one more that this was the only bottle I wanted to get while I was here. Like, if I got no other bottle while I was here, this is the one I had to get. This is Del Maguey Single Village 100% Tobala Mezcal. Let me just get a little closer for that one.
That is a very interesting
for those that don't know, Tobala is the rarest agave of all. It can only be grown at high altitudes, and the size is about 1/8 of a standard agave core, so they have to take 8 of these plants. They can only grow at high altitudes, at low temperatures, in shady conditions, which is not easy to come by in Mexico. And Del Maguey, I love their concept of single village mezcals, where each village has their own takes on mezcals. But yeah, this stuff, I can't get this in Nebraska. I can't get it at all. So
yeah, this is an interesting
and
line,
Tobala,
sure.
I mean, it's when you're talking about something that rare, you got to give it a shot. That was not a cheap bottle.
No, it was not.
$119.
Yeah, and as he was pulling this off the shelf, he almost knocked a $120 bottle off right.
Good Good catch there, by the way,
Like,
T. That would have been a double. That would have been
to put
double
it,
horrible because I would have had to pay for it and I wouldn't have even been able to drink it.
you probably would have sucked it up off the ground. To put it lightly,
Just out of respect for the people of that village.
let me put this in perspective. At this super,
Oh, and we also ordered some Chinese food, which is just arrived here, folks. Howdy.
thank you.
Oh, wonderful.
Good night.
Have a good one, sir. Nice. We got us some
All right.
Chinese food. So, folks, we've shown you the alcohol that we've taken.
Yeah, at Specs, you know what? I want to put this in perspective at Specs. We had someone unlock the glass case at the still to get the Jameson 18. At Specs, the Jameson 18 was just on the shelf.
Next to another Jameson.
Next
18.
to another Jameson.
18. There was two different Jameson 18s.
Oh,
the one that we've tried,
Yep.
and then there was the Bow Street,
Yeah.
which. So,
Another
anyways,
day.
all that being said, so that was our time at Specs. We get back here to the hotel, and we get right to the arena for NXT. We've already missed one match.
We've missed the women's Oprah Me. I don't know who won. We're going to have to look it up. Finn Balor, we know, won because as we were getting inside, we heard Finn Balor win. Everything else we saw,
It was awesome.
It was amazing.
We met some pretty cool people there. We were amongst our people,
Exactly.
the people of the wrestling.
The four-way cruiserweight title match
It was really good. It was kind of a Cirque du Soleil.
It was, but they had some really nice spots.
I'd have given it
Waste a lot of
3
time.
to 3.5.
That was wonderful. But wow.
Yeah, what everybody's going to be talking about the Tony Storm Rhea Ripley match. I'm sorry, it was in the dead spot.
It followed DIY mustache.
For some reason, just the whole crowd just never got into it. Like
it was hard to follow DIY because that match was phenomenal.
Yeah,
that's a match we will be sitting down to watch again because we want to see it on screen.
We're at the end of January, Tony. But as of yet, this is the best tag team match of the year. So now, granted, we're covering about 25 days. So, yes, as of right now, DIY versus
Mustache Mountain. What a match! What a match!
Everybody, all y'all tag teams, you've been put on notice. So that was incredible.
That was great.
The main event, amazing. I didn't know Walter was that over.
He's
like I knew he was over, but when I was there live, it was
just a couple of the matches that he had last year really established him as one of those people that people will pay money to see. That's not even on the main.
He just extrudes power.
You can see true. Yeah, you see a person that you would buy into in any generation if they're in a wrestling ring. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing about the NXT show, that when we first sat down, we first start watching, you look at this, you feel a bit of a throwback because you've got the dark lights, you've got the ring highlighted, and everything's just set up in a way that you feel a bit of a throwback to the older eras. And Triple H really knows how to shoot that and produce it.
Feels like wrestling.
And Walter fits in perfectly in
that. It feels like wrestling that's being done in a boxing ring.
Exactly.
Which is the way it needs to be done.
With Walter there, it all comes full circle.
Yes.
But that match was amazing.
I've never seen somebody get more of a knife edge chop in my life.
Just the simple moves like a real power bomb, a Russian leg sweep, a knife edge chop, just simple stuff. And the crowd's losing it for it. You don't need 9,000 super kicks, dives, or Canadians to Destroyers, which we did see a Canadian Destroyer.
Which was amazing.
It was a great one.
It was amazing.
The Canadian Destroyer was good, but the Cell was better with the feet hanging.
Yeah.
That was better.
Yeah, I thought he was legitimately effed up for a minute.
I think it's fair to say the tag match was the best match of the night.
Easily.
The main event, wow. I basically saw the 4-on-4 match and decided we're going to this. And I'm glad we did because that was an outstanding main event.
Yeah.
All 8 guys. And I don't know what happened there, but he left about third way into the match. I don't know if he was legitimately hurt or if that was storyline.
50-50. We'll find out in the coming days, and we'll let you know right here at the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast. But
DIY.
What do you give that?
Oh, my God. DIY match?
Yeah. And
wow.
Mustache Mountain.
I'm trying to be modest, but I'm going to give it 4 for now. Upon viewing, I may change my rating on this if I rewatch it, just because it's different live, but they told such a great story. I'm giving it 4.
I'm tempted to give it 3.75, but that's because I saw it live and was there. I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to give it 4.5.
They told an amazing story.
Yeah,
that was 2 tag teams.
Well, here's the
telling
thing. I'm sorry, and for the 4, and we did get to see a new cruiserweight champion crown. The Irish guy did impress me, but I'm sorry. The cruiserweight match had too much hooey, phony bullshit. Where it's like, these are people that are clearly trying to help each other.
They're waiting for
they
somebody else to do
not
something
engaged
else.
in actual combat. When Johnny Gargano
You
and
believe that?
especially, basically whenever anybody in DIY hit the ring, you believe they were actually in.
Tommaso Ciampa
Yes.
looks like he is in a fight every time he's in a ring.
Yes, especially Tommaso. He looked like he was engaged in the act of human combat, which was crazy.
Even the spots where they're just trying to get a crowd reaction, you're like, you believe it. That's the key.
I never knew Tyler Bate had it in it.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Like, this was so.
And we'd seen him live.
No. So, okay. You give it 4. I give it 4.5. You're always a little harsher. I'm always a little more generous.
Right.
So 4.25 is probably pretty close between the two of us. But
we'll know more upon it.
the main event.
Oh, that one's tough because there's so much going on here. It's 8 guys. It's 1 fall. They had to do so many different things. Easy.
Keep it going.
Easy. They had to do a lot here, and they accomplished it. I loved that match. I want to watch it again. Walter was the star here, overshadowing Cole.
Chinese food.
Cole was obviously the second most over guy in the match, but he overshadowed Adam Cole. I am going to
Cole didn't seem like he was much of
he wasn't a huge factor. I mean, he had his spots, but that was about it. I'm going to give it 3.75.
3.75 for the main event?
I can't quite go 4.
I'm giving it 4 easily. Like, it was
I don't know what it
easily
is,
4.
but something is holding me back from giving it 4. Like I said, they told an amazing story, but it's a single fall, 8-man
Wolf,
match.
you son of a bitch.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
No, it was just like there was points where it's like, Wolf, be of some use for once in your fucking life.
I think he was already gone at that point. But to be fair, I could change my mind on this one again. Same reason. Watch it a second time, I may lose my shit. So these are not concrete reviews just yet.
So, folks, this is, oh my God, we've had quite a day. We're here. We've got some Chinese
Pass me the
food.
ice, please.
Some Chinese food we're gonna dig into. Ooh, that was close. These things are not on there.
No, that's true. Okay, now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Yep, and we are not editing hardly anything. Most of this is staying in.
You get the pure,
unfiltered,
uncut. Come on, throw me in. Yeah, one more. Perfect.
All right. There we go.
So, boy,
see.
you do smell a lot more honey than we let sit.
Yep. So
Like, this is powerful honey, not like, you know, when Somalia is like, I'm smelling honey, and they're just trying to BS. But yeah, this stuff's some good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Tony, this is our, give me a little more. Our toast to the Royal, that's good. Toast to the Royal Rumble tomorrow, T.
Yeah, we are less than 24 hours from being live at the Royal Rumble. So we will do our predictions very soon, get them uploaded, and have them to you.
All that being said, I am the elated, excited, exhausted, and hungry King of Extreme. Signing off, handing it off to my indomitable broadcast partner,
Tony fucking G. Like, share, subscribe, and thank you for joining us. Keep with us as we dive in to the Royal Rumble.
Cheers, folks.